Hello everyone. Today we will do chapter How do organisms reproduce, which is chapter number 8 in 10th class science NCERT book. In today's video we will learn about sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in plants and sexual reproduction in human beings. Then various kind of sexually transmitted diseases will be done in this video, and different contraceptive methods and how can we protect ourselves from the sexually transmitted diseases. Let's start it. Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is a method of reproduction, is a way of reproduction in which two parents are involved, and in this chapter we will study about sexual reproduction in plants and sexual reproduction in human beings. This mode of reproduction that take place with the involvement of two individuals of different sexes, that is male and female, and during sexual reproduction male organism having male sex organs produce male gametes, which is sperms in case of human beings and animals, and these sperms are very small in size and these are motile, whereas female organisms having female sex organs produce ova or ovum, which are usually large in size, store food material, and these male and female gametes, they will fuse to form zygote that will grow into new organism. By the process of fertilization, firstly zygote will be formed, and this zygote will undergo cleavages to form embryo, fetus and the new individual. Now what is the significance of sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction involves fusion of DNA as well as cellular apparatus of two different organisms, therefore promotes variety of character, diversity of characters in offspring. It increases the chances of genetic variation, and this result in origin of new species, as the genotype, or as we can say, the genetic material of two individuals get recombined or get combined during the fertilization process, and new combinations are formed, due to which origin of new species may take place or it may result in evolution. Then sexual reproduction also result in production of haploid gametes. In male body, haploid gametes formed are known as sperms, and in female body, haploid gametes which are formed are known as ovum or ova, so that these haploid gametes, when fused with each other, they again restore the diploidity and diploid zygote is formed, and this diploid zygote has the same content of DNA as the parents, and it maintains the same content as the parents in a species. Now sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The plants have flower, and this flower has four major parts, that is sepals, petals, stamens and carpels. Out of these parts, stamens and carpels are the reproductive parts, stamen are the male reproductive part and carpel is the female reproductive part. Whereas sepals are the green structures which protect the inner parts of the flower when it is in bud stage, and petals are colorful and colorful leaf-like structures, and these attract the insects for pollination. Whereas stamens are male reproductive parts, these produce pollen grains, and these pollen grains when germinate will form male gametes. Each stamen has two parts, one is filament. Filament is also known as stalk, and second is anther, which is the swollen top part, and this part contains large number of pollen grains. Now this is the structure of longitudinal section of a flower. This diagram is given in the NCERT book also. Here a flower is shown to you in which male and female reproductive part are shown. For the female part, here it is written pistil. Carpel is also known as pistil. It consists of stigma, this upper broader part, then tube-like style. At the bottom there is ovary, and inside the ovary there are ovules. Here stamen, which is the male reproductive part, this bilobed anther is on the top of it, and there is a stalk-like structure known as filament which connected to the lower surface of the flower. Sepals are the lower green color leaves and petals are the colored leaves. Now carpel which is the female reproductive part, it produces ovules, and this ovule contain female gametes. Carpel has three major parts. First is stigma, which is the topmost broader part as shown over here in the diagram, and it is sticky part. It receives pollen grain during pollination process. Style, which is the middle long tube-like structure. Ovary is a swollen part. Here you can see ovary, which is a swollen part. It contains ovules, and each ovule has a egg cell or the female gamete. Here you can see embryo sac is written in it. And this embryo sac at the bottom, this region, has a central cell known as egg cell. This is structure of male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ in case of plants. Male reproductive organ is stamen, consists of anther, which is bilobed. Here you can see pollen grains are there in 4 microsporangium and tube-like structure known as filament. And in female reproductive part known as carpel or pistil, consists of stigma, style, ovary, and inside ovary there are ovules. Now, type of flowers. On the basis of reproductive parts present in a flower, flowers can be divided into two types. First is unisexual flowers, other one are bisexual flowers. Unisexual flowers are those flowers which have either, यहाँ पे P नहीं आएगा, it will be H, which are having either stamen or carpel, and it includes, its examples are papaya, watermelon. These are unisexual flower. इसमें या तो stamen होगा, या तो male reproductive part होगा फूल के अंदर, या सिर्फ female reproductive part. But if the flowers contain both the male reproductive part and female reproductive part, means both stamen and carpel are there in a single flower, then it is known as bisexual flower. For example, mustard and China rose, which is known as hibiscus. Now next is how reproduction take place in flowers, in plants. In case of plants, how reproduction will take place. Before the reproduction, when the male and female reproductive organs get matured, the first step which will take place is the pollination. After pollination, fertilization will take place. Now what is this pollination? The process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower is known as pollination. And pollination is of two types, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the same flower or to the another flower of the same plant. अगर फूल जो है प्लांट के ऊपर वो बाइसेक्सुअल है बेटा, तो उसी फूल के एंथर से पोलन निकलेंगे और उसी फूल के स्टिग्मा के ऊपर आकर लाई करेंगे. बट अगर प्लांट में एक ही प्लांट पर फीमेल फ्लावर अलग लगे हुए हैं और मेल फ्लावर्स अलग, तो वहाँ पर जो मेल फ्लावर्स हैं उसके पोलन उसी प्लांट के अगर फीमेल फ्लावर के स्टिग्मा के ऊपर लाई करते हैं, तो दैट इज सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. Whereas cross pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of another flower. And cross pollination usually take place with the help of pollinating agencies like insects, birds, wind and water. Now after pollination, fertilization will take place in plants. Now what is this fertilization? Fertilization is fusion of male and female gamete, which will result in formation of a zygote, and pollination in plants is followed by fertilization. The events which take place during fertilization are pollen grains land on the stigma of ovary during pollination. Now the pollen tube will be formed and this pollen grain will germinate and form male gametes. This tube will travel through the style, reach the ovary through the micropyle end. This pollen tube has two male germ cells or two male gametes. Each ovule has two polar nuclei and female germ cell. Here you can see in the diagram firstly, this pollen grain, here pollen grain is shown to you. उसके ऊपर बेटे इस तरह से कुछ किया हुआ है विच इज़ इंडिकेटिंग कि जर्मिनेशन इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस, इट इज़ जर्मिनेटिंग। और जैसे ये जर्मिनेट होगा पोलन ट्यूब विल फॉर्म। हियर यू कैन सी द ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, ये ट्यूब बनेगी। दिस ट्यूब विल एंटर इनटू द ओवरी, और ओवरी में ये एम्ब्रियो सैक के अंदर जा रही है। एम्ब्रियो सैक के सेंटर में फीमेल जर्म सेल है। एम्ब्रियो सैक में नीचे की तरफ 3 आपने देखा होगा छोटे छोटे सर्कल्स थे, 3 छोटे छोटे सर्कल्स बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट साइड पर थे और बीच में 2 सर्कल्स थे। जो नीचे 3 छोटे सर्कल्स हैं उनमें जो सेंटर वाला पार्ट है दैट इज़ द एग सेल और द फीमेल जर्म सेल, और जो 3 ऊपर की तरफ छोटे सर्कल्स हैं दे आर द एंटीपोडल सेल, और जो बीच में सेंटर में मैं कह रही हूँ एक आपको 2 सेल दिखाई देंगे पर वो दोनों फ्यूज्ड होंगे, अभी जुड़े होंगे, तो उसको बेटे पोलर न्यूक्लियाई कहा गया। तो पिछली स्लाइड में आपने देखा है ना कि पिछली स्लाइड में ये मेंशन किया हुआ है, इस स्लाइड में देखिए यहाँ पर ये वर्ड्स हैं बेटा कि ईच ओव्यूल हैज़ 2 पोलर न्यूक्लियाई। तो पोलर न्यूक्लियाई अब आपको क्लियर है कि सेंटर में है, और फीमेल जर्म सेल जो नीचे वाले 3 सेल्स हैं उसमें सेंटर वाला जो सेल है दैट इज़ द फीमेल जर्म सेल। नाउ पोलन ट्यूब in which 2 male gametes are there, मेल गमीट के लिए वर्ड यूज़ कर देते हैं मेल जर्म सेल, इट विल मूव इनसाइड द ओव्यूल। और एक वहाँ और टर्म यूज़ की हुई थी थ्रू माइक्रोपाइलर एंड। माइक्रोपाइलर एंड कौन सा होता है? ये वाला एंड बेटा, दिस एंड इज़ अ माइक्रोपाइलर एंड, जहाँ पर एग सेल है, जहाँ से ओपनिंग होगी और ये एंटर करेगा, पोलन ट्यूब एंटर करेगा। वन ऑफ देम, जो 2 मेल गैमीट हैं उनमें से जो एक मेल गैमीट है दैट विल फ्यूज विद द फीमेल जर्म सेल विच इज़ एग, और इसकी फ्यूजन से जो बनेगा दैट इज़ नोन एज जाइगोट। दिस जाइगोट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू एम्ब्रियो एंड दिस फ्यूजन इज नोन एज सिनगैमी। इस फ्यूजन को हम सिनगैमी कहते हैं। एंड द अदर मेल गैमीट विल फ्यूज विद द 2 पोलर न्यूक्लियाई एंड दिस इज नोन एज ट्रिपल फ्यूजन। इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। वाई ट्रिपल फ्यूजन? क्योंकि जो मेल जर्म सेल है दैट इज़ हैप्लॉइड, उसको हम N से लिखेंगे, जो पोलर न्यूक्लियाई हैं वो 2N है, तो अब जो बना है दैट इज़ 3N, ट्रिप्लॉइड सेल। मैं रिपीट कर रही हूँ बेटे, N क्या है? दिस N इज़ मेल जर्म सेल। 2N क्या है? 2N इज़ 2 पोलर न्यूक्लियाई, और इनकी फ्यूजन से जो बन जाएगा, इनके जुड़ने से जो बनेगा दैट विल बी द 3N। 3N का मतलब है ट्रिप्लॉइड होगा वो, और ये फ्यूजन जो है इसे ट्रिपल फ्यूजन कहते हैं। और ये जो 3N बना है इसको एंडोस्पर्म कहते हैं। दिस इज नोन एज एंडोस्पर्म। सो इन अ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट 2 तरह की फ्यूजन्स हो रही हैं। एक फ्यूजन में तो फीमेल गैमीट फ्यूज हुआ विद द फीमेल गैमीट फ्यूज हुआ विद दैट ऑफ द मेल गैमीट, और एक फ्यूजन में मेल गैमीट फ्यूज हुआ है विद द पोलर न्यूक्लियाई। तो 2 फ्यूजन्स हुई हैं, 2 फर्टिलाइजेशन हुई हैं, देयरफॉर इट इज़ नोन एज डबल फर्टिलाइजेशन। दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, व्हाट इज ट्रिपल फ्यूजन एंड व्हाट इज डबल फर्टिलाइजेशन। नाउ व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन चेंजेस विल टेक प्लेस? फर्टिलाइजेशन हो गई, अब फर्टिलाइजेशन के बाद फूल के अंदर क्या क्या चेंजेस आएंगे? दे आर नोन एज पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन चेंजेस। तो जैसे ही फर्टिलाइजेशन हो जाएगी बेटे, जाइगोट जो बना बाय द फ्यूजन ऑफ फीमेल गैमीट एंड मेल गैमीट दैट विल डिवाइड सेवरल टाइम, इट विल फॉर्म अ एम्ब्रियो। जो ओव्यूल है उसकी एक टफ कोट बन जाएगी एंड दैट विल चेंजेस इनटू सीड। जो ओवरी है दैट विल ग्रो रैपिडली एंड राइपन्स टू फॉर्म फ्रूट, और इस फूल के जो पेटल्स हैं, सेपल्स हैं, स्टेमन स्टाइल स्टिग्मा, दे विल श्रिवल, मुरझा जाएंगे एंड दे विल फॉल ऑफ, और गिर जाएंगे। नाउ ओव्यूल से हम कह रहे हैं कि सीड बन जाएगा। ओव्यूल से जो सीड बना है उस सीड का क्या काम है, उस सीड के क्या पार्ट्स हैं, तो इस स्लाइड में हम पढ़ेंगे सीड एंड इट्स पार्ट्स। नाउ सीड, इट प्रोटेक्ट्स द फ्यूचर प्लांट और द एम्ब्रियो। सीड हैज़ टू पार्ट्स, यहाँ जो एक सीड आपको दिखा रखा है डायग्राम में, दैट इज डाइकोटिलेडनस सीड हैविंग टू कॉटिलेडन्स। ये जो नीचे कॉटिलेडन्स है फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड, दीज आर टू कॉटिलेडन्स, तो देयरफॉर इट इज़ अ डाइकोटिलेडनस सीड। और अगर एक कॉटिलेडन होता बेटे तो मोनोकॉटिलेडनस। अब ये डाइकोटिलेडनस सीड्स में एग्जाम्पल क्या होती हैं? ग्राम, किडनी बीन, चने जो आप खाते हैं, राजमा खाते हैं, दे आर डाइकोटिलेडन्स। और मोनोकोट में बेटे वीट, गेहूं, मेज, दैट आर मोनोकोटिलेडनस सीड्स। सीड हैज़ टू पार्ट्स, कोटिलेडन्स एंड एम्ब्रियो। अब कोटिलेडन्स जो हैं दे स्टोर फूड फॉर द फ्यूचर प्लांट। एम्ब्रियो अगेन हैज़ टू पार्ट्स, प्लीम्यूल एंड रेडिकल। यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं प्लीम्यूल पार्ट और रेडिकल पार्ट। प्लीम्यूल विल डेवलप इनटू फ्यूचर शूट, whereas रेडिकल से रूट डेवलप होगी। द प्रोसेस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सीडलिंग फ्रॉम एम्ब्रियो अंडर द एप्रोप्रिएट कंडीशंस। एप्रोप्रिएट कंडीशंस क्या है इसके लिए? सॉइल से जो इसको न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिलते हैं और वाटर, तो और सनलाइट, और ये सारी चीज़ें अगर इसको मिलती जाएं तो इट विल स्टार्ट जर्मिनेटिंग। Now next is reproduction in human beings. That's all about the plants. Now we are on human beings, that how human beings reproduce. So in human beings, male body produces male gametes called sperms. Female body produces female gametes called ova. Sperms have tail and these are therefore motile, and these are produced in very large number in the male reproductive organ, that is testis. Whereas ovum, which is produced by female reproductive system in ovary, is bigger, it is non-motile, and only one ovary produces one ovum in 1 month. There is no food stored in sperms, whereas ova contain stored food. Both these gametes, sperm and ovum, both are microscopic, unicellular and haploid in nature. Haploid means they have half the number of chromosomes as compared to the body cells. Now, what is puberty in case of human beings? Puberty is a period during adolescence when rate of general body growth begins to slow down and reproductive tissue begins to mature. As on the onset of puberty in human males is, उसकी क्या एज है जब puberty मेल्स में डेवलप होती है? दैट इज़ 11 to 13 years, एंड फीमेल्स में puberty का एज है 10 to 12 years. Puberty is associated with physical, mental, emotional, psychological changes in the boys and girls body, and this will occur slowly over a period of time. Now during puberty there are changes in secondary sexual characters. For example, thick dark hairs start growing in new parts of the body such as armpits, in genital areas between the thighs, and thinner hair appear on the legs, arms and face. Skin becomes oily. In case of boys, beard and mustaches start appearing, their voice start to crack, reproductive organs develop, and they will start producing male gametes and female gametes respectively. In case of boys, sperms will be released. In case of girls, ovum will be released from the ovary. In case of girls, breast size begins to increase, skin of nipples darken, and menstruation start. Now, male reproductive organ. Male reproductive system consists of one pair of testes and a system of ducts like vasa deferens. Here you can see testes, vasa deferens, then sperm ducts or vasa deferens or the sperm duct, then urethra. Here you can see urethra. A system of glands is there, that is seminal vesicles, prostate gland, here prostate gland, seminal vesicle and Cooper glands are there which have different functions. Then copulatory organ in case of male body is known as penis. Now, one pair of testes are present in a bag-like structure known as scrotum, and this scrotum lies outside the abdominal cavity. This is known as extra-abdominal position. And why testes descend in scrotum? Because testes have to be maintained at 1 to 3 degree lesser temperature than that of the body, and this temperature is necessary for the production of functional sperms. Now, functions of testes. Testes produces male gametes, that is sperms, and it also help in production of male reproductive hormone, which is testosterone, and this hormone is mainly responsible for producing sperms and secondary sexual characters in males. Attached to testes, there is a coiled tube called epididymis, where sperms are stored and get matured. This will lead to sperm duct. This duct now joins the urinary bladder to form a common duct known as urethra. This will pass down and open to outside. Along the way of the duct, there are glands which pour their secretions into the vas deferens. Next is function of vas deferens. It is the passage of sperms in male body. Then functions of glands. These glands produce secretions which are nutritive as well as provide medium for the locomotion to sperms. The secretion of 3 glands along with sperms is known as semen. Next is function of urethra. It is common passage for both semen and urine from the body to outside. Next is female reproductive system. Female reproductive system consists of following components, like a pair of ovaries are there, a pair of fallopian tubes also known as oviducts, a uterus or womb or vagina or birth canal. Here you can see in this diagram, ovary, left ovary and right ovary are there. Then fallopian tube also known as oviduct. It has finger-like projections on one end to which the ovary is connected through by muscles, and these finger-like projections are known as fimbria. Then this part is known as womb or the uterus, which has pear-shaped structure. This opening is known as cervix, and this part is vagina or the birth canal. Each ovary is almond shaped and present inside the abdominal cavity. Only one ovum is produced by one ovary in 1 month, and each ovary releases an ovum in alternate months. The release of ovum from the ovary into abdominal cavity is known as ovulation. Now, what are functions of ovary? It will produce and release ova. It will produce female reproductive hormones like estrogen and progesterone. There are 2 fallopian tubes. The end lying close to the ovary has finger-like structures known as fimbriae. The 2 fallopian tubes will join to form an elastic bag-like structure called uterus, and fallopian tube is the site of fertilization. ये question बहुत important है कि what is the function of ovary, what is the function of fallopian tube, what is the function of uterus. So function of ovary is to produce and release ovum or ova. Function of fallopian tube is it is a site of fertilization where the male and female gamete will fuse and there is formation of zygote. And this zygote will undergo cleavages and result in formation of embryo. And this embryo will move downwards and will get attached to the wall of the uterus, to the inner lining of the uterus, which is richly supplied with the blood vessels. This lining is known as endometrium, and to the endometrium this dividing zygote or embryo will attach, and this process is known as implantation. तो implantation कहाँ होती है फीमेल बॉडी में? That is on the endometrium of uterus. The narrow end of the uterus is called cervix. Now, function of uterus: the embryo formed in the fallopian tube that comes down get attached to endometrium where the implantation will take place, and here the baby will develop for the next 9 months till it is delivered as a baby. This embryo will remain attached. Now, vagina. The uterus opens into vagina through cervix. The vagina is muscular tube through which baby is delivered at the end of 9 months. It also serves as a canal for receiving the semen at the time of copulation. The semen is discharged into the vaginal tract during copulation. The sperms travel upward and reach the fallopian tube where one sperm fuses with the ovum to form zygote. The zygote divides, redivides as it descends into the uterus, and embryo get implanted into the endometrium. This endometrium thickens so as to receive the fertilized zygote or the embryo. Now, the embryo, when attached to the uterus wall, it will get nourishment from there. Here the placenta will develop, and this placenta is a disc-like structure embedded in the uterus wall, and this will provide nutrition. It will develop a finger-like villi on the embryo side as well as on the mother side, and these villi provide surface area for the exchange of gases, for the exchange of nutrients between the mother maternal body and the embryo. एम्ब्रियो के जो वेस्ट हैं वो मदर की बॉडी में चले जाएंगे, मदर की बॉडी उसको क्लीन करेगी, उसकी किडनीज उसको क्लीन करेंगी, और जो डेवलपिंग एम्ब्रियो है उसको न्यूट्रिशन, उसको ऑक्सीजन, उसको जो भी मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड है, एंटीबॉडीज़ जो हैं वो अम्बिलिकल इस प्लेसेंटा के थ्रू रिसीव होंगी, वो वूम के अंदर अम्बिलिकल कोड से अटैच रहते हैं. व्हेन एम्ब्रियो स्टार्ट रिजेंबलिंग ह्यूमन, it is termed as a fetus. The fetus continue to develop inside the uterus for almost 9 months, after which a baby is delivered due to the rhythmic contraction of uterine muscles. Now next is what will happen if the egg is not fertilized. अभी हमने जो डिस्कस किया that was about if the egg released from the ovary get fertilized, how it forms zygote, how it form embryo, or how it will form fetus or newborn baby. But if ovum does not get fertilized, what will happen in that case? Every month uterus prepare itself for receiving the fertilized egg, but अगर egg बेटे fertilized नहीं होते हैं, this endometrium start breaking. There is loss of blood and mucus through the vagina, and if the ovum get fertilized, the endometrium become thick and spongy for nourishing the embryo, and hence menstruation does not occur. पर अगर egg fertilized नहीं हुए, menstruation will start. A lady with developing embryo in her womb is said to be pregnant, and the beginning of menstruation at the puberty is known as menarche, and the stoppage of menstruation when the woman is 45 to 55 years of age, this is known as menopause. Now what is menstruation? Menstruation, it is the loss of blood, mucus along with the unfertilized ovum. Ovum अगर fertilized नहीं हुआ तो unfertilized ovum, blood, mucus and ruptured cell and tissues of endometrium of uterus that will move out through the vagina of female, and this cycle is known as menstruation, which is a 28, which repeat after 28 days, and this cycle is of 2 to 8 days. Now what is reproductive health? Reproductive health is defined as total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is physical, emotional, social and behavioral. Next is sexually transmitted diseases and birth control. STDs. What are STDs? Sexually transmitted diseases. The diseases which spread from infected individual to other individual through sexual contact are known as sexually transmitted diseases. These can be caused by bacteria, by virus, and example of bacterial STDs are syphilis and gonorrhea, whereas examples of viral STDs are HIV/AIDS and warts. HIV is a virus which is responsible for causing AIDS. Its full form is human immunodeficiency virus, whereas AIDS having full form acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. The transmission of these diseases can be avoided by using birth control measures such as wearing a condom during sexual act. Now, various birth control measures. These measures can be mechanical, can be chemical, or can be surgical. Firstly, mechanical methods. These are used to prevent the passage of semen to the fallopian tube. Here we use condoms. Condoms are thin rubber tubes worn over the penis during sexual intercourse. The semen gets collected in this and is not discharged into vagina. Similarly, diaphragm, which is a thin rubber fixed over a flexible metal ring. This is fitted over the cervix in woman body by doctor. Next is IUCDs, which is intrauterine contraceptive devices or loops. These are inserted in the uterus and its insertion causes certain secretions which prevent implantation of embryo in the uterine wall. This method 2 and 3 has certain side effects, whereas method 1 has least or almost negligible or no side effects. Next are chemical methods. In chemical methods, various kind of chemicals like spermicides, the chemicals which can kill sperms, can be used. These are strong sperm killing chemicals available in the form of creams, jellies, and these are applied into the vagina. Next is oral contraceptive pills, which are hormonal pills. These prevent ovulation but don't stop menstruation. Next method is surgical method. It involves vasectomy and tubectomy. Vasectomy is cutting and ligating the vas deferens in males, and tubectomy, in which fallopian tube in female body is cut and ligated tight to prevent the fertilization. Now, contraception. What is contraception? It is avoidance of pregnancy through different methods like natural method, barrier method, oral contraceptive, and surgical methods. Surgical method is not considered as a good method of contraception because it is an irreversible method. Now, what are the advantages of contraceptions? It helps in birth control, it prevents sexually transmitted diseases, it prevents unwanted pregnancy and keep the population explosion under check. Let's recapitulate what we have done today. We have done reproduction in plants that take place in, firstly the pollination will take place, then fertilization will take place, which result in formation of seed. Ovary will convert into, ripened ovary will convert into fruit, whereas fertilized ovule will convert into seed. Then we have done seed structure, and triple fusion and double fertilization are important concepts which you have to recall again and again. You have to watch that slides again and again because these are very important. That how pollen grain germinate, pollen tube is formed in which two male gametes are there. One male gamete will fuse with the egg cell of female gametophyte to form zygote. Other male gamete will fuse with the two polar nuclei in the center of embryo sac or the female gametophyte to form endosperm. This developing zygote will take nutrition from the endosperm and will convert into seed. Then we have done reproduction in human beings, in which male reproductive organ and female reproductive organs are described. Like male reproductive organ testes and female reproductive organ ovaries. Then male germ cell and female germ cell, that is male germ cell sperms in case of human beings and female germ cell ovum. And the male and female sex hormones, like male sex hormone is testosterone, female sex hormone is estrogen and progesterone. And what kind of changes take place in human beings in male and female body during puberty. Then we have done STDs, which are sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases, two types of sexually transmitted diseases we have done, bacterial and viral. And how can we protect ourselves from these STDs? By avoiding contact with the infected person, by avoiding sexual contact with the multiple partners, by using mechanical barriers like condoms. Then we have done contraception methods. To prevent unwanted pregnancy, various kinds of contraceptives which can be used are mechanical methods or barrier methods, use of condoms, diaphragms. Then oral contraceptive pills can be used, IUCDs, intrauterine devices like copper T can be used. Then surgical method, tubectomy and vasectomy can be used. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.